be making a unique cow farm using inspiration from books and even a bit of real life, so hopefully end up having a good end result. So let's go. Hey everyone, I'm the Elegant Ginger, and hopefully the intro did a pretty good job of, showing what we're doing today here. Get some paper, got a treasure map. Oh, it is here. Okay, I don't know how I was digging down there. I was way off. Oh, this is good. That is actually really good. Huh, huh, huh. Ow. Ooh, look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's really not good. Uh-oh. So I may be a bit rubbish at the game. However, I do have a design in mind for the I can't remember what I was gonna say actually. Right, so while I'm getting geared up, let's talk about the design of the farm. So recently I was reading a pretty niche book, not sure if you heard of it, called Frankenstein, which I definitely finished. Anyway, it kind of reminded me of the story of Sleepy Hollow. So I thought it'd be really cool if we based the design off of the Tree of the Dead from the story, and we can add some cool redstone functionality with it. But hold on, because I think we did just find an ancient city. No way. I found an ancient city. Okay. Alright, we do have to be really quiet. Whoops. Where's the shrieker? Can't see. There it is. Alright, we break this one and we should be fine to loot. Okay, there's one up there. Whoops. Oh no! Go, 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 go. He's aggroed on me. After escaping the ancient city, I got a ton of good stuff. Then I tried doing a bucket clutch, and yeah. I was about to cry, then I realized it was a video game, so fueled with determination and Dr. Pepper, I got re-geared up. But we're still not really ready yet, because we do need to go to the Nether. I did harvest some obsidian. 1 piece, apparently. I think I did more. There we go. And now, we can enter the Nether. So that's... And now, we can enter the Nether. Okay, Soul Sand Valley. Fantastic. This is the exact biome I needed. We just need some soul sand. And I got some quartz for some redstone stuff. And I also dug out this area on the mountain, and this is where all the redstone is gonna go, and then the tree is gonna be on top. We have all the stuff we need, I think, so let's start building. Now that we hooked up the redstone, we can get a little more inspiration and go where no Minecraft player has gone before. Alright, so we're outside now. That's right. So, if you look at trees, they have all kinds of imperfections, like knobs, broken branches, weird angles, and even if you listen very closely, you can hear some secret messages. Subscribe. Anyway, I took a bunch of pictures so we can reference them in our build. Alright everyone, so we are all done building the redstone. We are all done doing stuff. So the only thing we have to do left is make the actual build. Okay, so the first thing I want to do before we start building the tree is to make like the soil in the ground. Okay, so now we can start on the tree. Let's see the entrance. kind of want there to be an arch. Okay, so now we have like the shape of the tree here, but we still need to add all the nitty-gritty details and all the imperfections I was talking about earlier. I have a creaking heart here. I think this could look good as like, I don't know, like some tree dent in it, I guess. Oh no. Whoops. Ah, no. Oh no! I want to add one right there. Ah, what the redstone? What I was gonna say is, I want to add some like branches on the tree. And I added a normal parallel oak log here because I want to make it look like one of the branches has fallen off of the tree. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, now that it's snowing, I think I'm going to place these leaves here so that no snow will fall. We do have to cover. Actually, you know, this tree might look good with some snow. That actually might look pretty good. Yeah, so I think the tree could look good with some snow, but the ground here, I don't want any snow to fall. Bottom side of this, we could add some chains, and then we could do like some chains here, and then make it look like the lantern broke off and fell right there. And then we could probably place a torch inside here. Okay, now for the interior, which should be simple, because I got some netherrack for like the fleshy inside of the tree. Okay, so the tree, everything is pretty much done. I think it looks pretty awesome. However, we still need to put the cows in, which might be the most tedious part. Alright, so we are ready to test this thing out. Hopefully it's ready. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure all the cows, whoops, are here. Yeah, they probably are. Let's turn on the lava, which I definitely remember to hook back up. No! Oh! Ah! So now we can push the lava button. Oh gosh. Okay, and let's start this thing up. Hopefully this works. Yes! Yes! Let's go! I think it's working. I see a lot of non-cow stuff. Look at that, 24 leather. Well, it works, so that's cool. And we can turn this thing off. And then we can breed these cows back here. And then I have a water... Well, once I fix the redstone, I have a water system that will let the cows down there. You weren't supposed to make it out. Anyway, yeah, so I think this tree is super awesome. I usually don't build like these things in survival mode, so I think it turned out pretty cool. I do have a question. What is like the craziest thing you guys ever built in your survival worlds? Because I usually don't mess around with redstone, and this is definitely like the coolest thing I think I've ever built. So yeah, what's the coolest or craziest thing you've ever built in your survival worlds? I think that's it. The tree looks awesome. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.